calm the fuck down. Is this the biggest thing you've got going on in your life?
It might be.
Literally shaking and sweating into your fucking PlayStation controller, you dipshit.
Let people enjoy things.
They can enjoy them like a grown-ass adult. The front of your brain is now formed. Grow up.
I don't want to be Beppa.
GMat. Is there anything for dessert or something? Oh, Mario! Oh my God!
Whoa.
Hometown Spider-Man.
Yay. I need help with doing a push-up.
This is still going?
Yep.
Only time my dad ever bought a video game without me nagging him to death at Christmas on my birthday was just one day came with the V8 Supercars game.
Such a
Going to Bathurst.
Yeah.
Going across Skyline.
absolutely marvelous game.
My friend Dylan had it, and I didn't really play racing games, but I played PlayStation, so I know what I was doing. And I was having a sleepover at his place, and I bet him, and then I bet his sister, and then they were like, "Dad, come in here and beat Matt. We need someone to beat Matt." And I thrashed him so bad that at the end of the track, like I stopped on the side of the road to wait like 5 or 10 seconds, and then went again, and he was so genuinely mad. And I was like,
I'd fucking kill that kid.
but I was like 9 as
Who the
well.
fuck is that cunt who just finished the race? You
Yeah.
pig. What's
Look,
going
you
on?
gotta-
The 9-year-old you is a menace.
Yeah, but he's also a grown-ass man.
Yeah,
So
doesn't
deal
mean he's-
with it.
Doesn't mean he's good.
Yeah, if you're just using these little fucking twizzly controllers, whatever. But if I'd like to see you do that on a real track, mate.
That's sort of what it was. And he came in with such a like a, let me take care of this.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, I'm thrashing this guy.
If you got thrashed by a 9-year-old, you'd be annoyed.
Yeah.
The thing is, kids, you need to be taking your corner lines right. The grip is always on the outside of the track going into the corner.
Yeah, you've changed to
Okay.
softies, and you needed to go
It's
there.
unrealistic. It's unrealistic. See, I play manual. Morning, Beppa.
Just the 2 drinks back.
I like a water and a coffee. Do you ever have a little sparkling water with your espresso?
No.
No, I don't have it, but it comes with espresso sometimes. It's all fancy, and then you
Yeah.
have it, and you're like, ooh, that's a little bit of a refresher.
I don't like sparkling water. I don't like it. Just tastes
I
like
don't
TV
really
static.
either. I don't.
I don't like it.
It tastes like TV's on in the next room.
It's like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't really like it, but for whatever reason, it's there with the espresso. I can't help myself, so I'm just like,
Was that,
Oh,
my mother only drinks sparkling water because we've got a soda stream, right? So she'll be like, "Have you had any water?"
she's like
Jake?"
Andrew Tate.
Is Andrew Tate only have sparkling
No,
water?
he's like, I only drink sparkling water
My mum's just like Andrew Tate. Yeah.
because you drink out the tap. The government gives you that essentially for free, which is one of his early things that people thought he was doing a gag, but turns out he's just a piece of shit.
so much.
I want your mum to be like that. Out the tap. Fuck that free shit.
Nah, she just makes that tap water sparkly.
Oh yeah, through the.
Soda stream.
But it's like I don't. If I want to get hydrated, I don't also want to burp.
They are?
No, I very rarely want to burp.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're hydrating
I'm
properly.
a burper and I don't like burping because it's always me being like, just too much
You
in me.
do burp a lot.
You burp so much.
I
so
got
much.
indigestion, so it's just like it's always there.
Gross. But it's not like fizzy drinks just like went down straight back up. It's like it's indigestion, so it's been down there a long time. It's
Yeah, they're like
soaked up a lot of the
deep
musk
burps.
of
Yeah,
the
it's
stomach.
It's not. It doesn't. It.
Very acidic.
It's not like it's not like pong. It's like the ball comes. Beep, boop.
Yeah.
It's like
oh, is that fizzy drink? No, it's been there a while.
ooh,
is that the center of your
lamb.
bean?
Ooh, yum.
But that's it.
lamb.
That's
go away.
it's almost like a history book. Sometimes I can be like, oh, that's last night's
That's
dinner.
right.
Well, I don't want to taste last night's dinner.
You didn't see last night's dinner.
What was it?
Subway. I wish it was something nicer.
Subway.
I've been eating nice stuff, and the one time you asked me was like Subway.
Oh! Get away from me! Get away from me!
Say again, Beth.
My camera is off. I don't know if that
Press
was on
plus.
purpose.
Press
or-
plus.
Oh.
Plus is you.
Okay. it's
Plus
on
to
me
add more
even a little
characters.
bit.
Player 4 is entered.
Blix to add more characters.
How's that, Beppa? How's that, baby?
I'm ready. What are we doing?
Let's do a fucking
We're just
podcast.
fucking chatting. Oh, that might be.
We've got an hour to do that.
There's
Come
some preamble shit in there I might use.
There's
I don't know.
plenty. There's plenty.
My fucking car. I had to drive Dad's car today. My car.
I didn't even
I
notice.
got in. Well, how would you have? Because you didn't see me drive.
But I was sitting at the front.
That's a good point. I got in my car, turned the key in, and it went. And I was like, there's no fucking way I'm driving this. It's going to fall out from underneath me. I think the battery's dead. It's really
okay.
But it was like, it took like 6 turns to try and get it to turn over.
So was it really like, or was it?
No, it was like.
Should have trusted you the first time.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. So now I'm gonna have to get like holler for a marshal. I reckon I'm gonna have to like fuck Marshall. That's me hollering.
Yeah.
Didn't sound like a dead battery.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
why.
doing an amazing emulation.
Well, that's why I'm having a hard time process. That's why I asked again, because is it loud? Is it going whoa? Oh, okay. Sound it. So
It's going,
no, I don't know. It's like bop, 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 bop,
that's
bop,
so
bop,
different
bop.
from the sound you did.
How the fuck? I'm not trying to do a perfect emulation.
Why
this
not?
is classic.
I wanna know.
Blue straight
Perfect.
Ben looking at me like, and what? And when did it vibrate underneath you a little? Like fucking, how am I supposed to know?
Relax.
I'm telling a story.
I just wanna,
Relax.
but you have ears.
I want to know. I want to
and you're
know
a
about
trained
it.
theatre performer.
I'm
So
not
just
a trained,
do your best.
automatic trained.
You're a Foley artist.
I don't know.
Artiste.
When I get home, I'll start it again and I'll send you the sound.
Oh, I can hear it now. Okay, so this is when it's like it'll be like a 15 seconds of preamble of like, okay, so when I get into my car, I put the key in and I just did it before just to test that it was still doing it, and it is still doing it, but it's slightly different to the first time I did it. So here it is. And then it'll do whatever the noise is.
What is the noise, Ben? Why can't you
Oh, I don't know,
emulate
because I haven't heard it. Because I haven't heard it.
But if you just heard it, then be fresh out the gate.
I've
yeah.
never felt gayer than this moment
Why?
because I've got you both like.
Oh, I have no
like-
idea.
Like leg on the tire. Like,
I have no.
It's probably a spark plug.
Aidan, listen. It's just that I know what a dead battery sounds like. I have so
think
much experience with
the only-
broken.
You want a man who's been through a few dead batteries.
I don't know anything about cars, but I can tell you what a fucking broken car sounds
It doesn't.
like.
You don't have to know anything about cars. I'm just asking what the noise is for you to do a very
I can't-
accurate noise.
Annoyingly, I can't remember it well enough. But when I do turn it on, the battery and the oil light flash at the same time.
They flash.
There, it's like trying to right. And I was like, oh, it must be oil because last time I put oil in my car it wasn't enough oil, and I was like, well, it's starting, so maybe the engine's just like sort of like on top of each other. So I put more oil in, didn't fix it, at all. So it's got to be a battery, right?
They're the only two things in a car.
It
So
could be a spark plug.
maybe a tire's flat.
That doesn't make any sense, Ben.
Makes as much sense as the other ones.
Why?
What?
It's not a tire icon flashing on my dash.
Okay.
It's a battery and an oil flashing.
Do you have a tire icon flash?
No.
Oh.
No, but he said it makes more sense. It doesn't. It makes
As
less
much.
than or equal to sense.
I'm with Aidan, yeah. It'd be more sense that it was the battery than the tire if the
Way
car's
more
not
sense.
starting.
Ben.
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to do a joke, guys. Forgot this was
Yes, forgot we were here for comedy.
Lucky this is the
Australian
preamble.
Motoring, the podcast.
Today we're talking about Holden Commodores.
Lights on your
Exclusively.
dash. What do they mean? Not the tire if it's not the tire light, folks.
What's a little genie lamp mean? Who knows?
It means make a wish because this car's fucked.
You wanted 5, right?
Yeah.
I haven't done any, but I'll do it on the fly.
I need to write it
I
down.
really wanted you to have
Fly
a
is
good
one.
because I'm interested.
like in order.
No, just
Okay.
like pick your 5 favorite. It's dumb for me to say I'm interested in you two. It's just because I can tell what Beck's are, but I know that you two will be very opposite.
Star Trek.
But all I've heard is him
Final
make fun
Frontier.
of us for movies. I've never actually heard him break
Because
down
he's
his
too
face.
afraid of saying a movie, you know what I mean?
No, because I never say 5, and I'll be like, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Well, we know, Aiden's. It's The Martian.
It's not.
The Martian times 5.
Can we
and then
do?
if
can
we
do
had
the
if
intro
we had
so
6,
this is actually all part of it.
yeah, sure. I mean, it's all part of it, Ben. Last week the intro started 18 minutes.
Really?
They're always stupid like that.
I wonder what the longest one is because I feel like I've been going back and listening to the old ones, and sometimes we get like 20 or 30 minutes in before any intros start happening at all.
it's
Like, what
very
the
funny.
fuck are we doing?
I think it's quite funny.
It
There's
is.
one. Get to a point where organically the intro happens at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, GMat. Yay.
Hello and welcome to episode 223 of the GMat podcast. This intro is titled Mario Kart. Trying to keep us, on a comfortable level where everyone's happy and getting along. I blew up at the start, Ed. Fuck me! Oh, I'm driving off the edge of the map. I'm running into the fucking guy. I'm getting hit by every motherfucker and their nan. I wish I was dead. That is disgusting. Oh, no! What the fuck is going on? Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck off, cunt. Oh, fuck off, cunt. Ah! Fuck off, you absolute Muppet donkey. Fucking donkey. Fuck me. Fuck me.
this.
Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, fuck you, red turtle shell. Shove it up your ass. Oh, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I fucking win. I fucking match. I can't do anything. I'm 11th, Aidan. I haven't played 11th in my whole fucking life. Apparently, I'm the king of fucking last. Oh, you fuckwit. Oh, who fucking cares, Aidan? Oh, fuck me dead. This is, Oh, go fuck yourself! Go fuck yourself! Oh, where the fuck did you come from, you muppet? Oh, fuck you. Fuck Wario. Fuck everything he stands for. Hey! Oh, no! Jog on, you muppet! Oh, fuck me dead. I should have done it. I should have fucking done the jump. Get fucked. Get fucked. Fuck this whole race. Fuck this whole lobby. Fuck my whole channel. Everything. It took everything in my system. Everything that I've got. Every last trick. Every last item. Every last thing in my fucking inventory to get to sixth position. Get fucked. Fuck you and everything you stand for. And your whole family, your lineage. Fuck you. Fuck you. 5 ways from Sunday. Fuck the person you're going to be and fuck the person that your kids are going to turn into, you fucking animal. With a bomb throwing piece of garbage, human garbage. Or fuck me dead, Aidan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was doing so fucking good. But then guess what? Some motherfucker with a goddamn bomb.
When I'm in the last 3 and I get hit by a bullet behind me, I'm going to eat my own penis.
Today's episode of the GMat podcast is brought to you by our merch, which is available at teespring.com/stores/therealgmat. Go get yourself some merch. There's some new stuff up there if you want to check it out. That intro is brought to you by our good friend Sienna. Thank you, Sienna, for putting together that Rage compilation. And I saw some new intros. We got intros coming up, so please keep it going. Contact at therealgmat.tv or submit them in the Discord, and we will play them on the podcast for everybody to hear. And if you want to support the show and get access to extra content like the post show, patreon.com/the GMat podcast. That's the place to be. He. Cut the music. Hello, everybody. My name is Matt, and I'm also not happy with the way my boobs look in this shirt. I'm joined today. Okay. I'm joined today. Let's go across to Aidan in the white corner.
In the white corner.
Producing and taking care of the show and pressing all the buttons, it's Becky J in the black corner and kind of whitish. Whitish. Just like Aidan. Whitish.
What?
Because you're Greek. And in the red corner, it's Ben J.
Hello, thank you, hello.
Pleasure to see you. What was that thing we were just talking about? We said, can we start the podcast? Oh, the movies.
Yeah, the movies.
So before we actually do our movies, the original question came from Just Cheesy in the podcast thread.
Oh yeah, Just
in the
Cheesy.
Discord. She wanted to. Let me get the actual question. Let me see what she's.
Where's Just Cheesy from?
I'm not sure where Just Cheesy is from. I think the UK. But they said, she said, if you could discuss on the next podcast, what is arguably the best horror/scary film of all time?
Oh, you asked? Oh, I didn't think you asked for horror scary movies.
No, but then that made me
Horror
think about
scary.
actual films and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Best horror scary.
My gut says Hereditary.
Hereditary's fucking good.
It's pretty up there in terms of just like good horrors.
So there's got to be like a better one, right?
Hereditary's good. Conjuring's good.
Conjuring 1's pretty fucking good.
Watched it not long ago. It's pretty fucking good.
It's really good. It's a really good movie.
I'm a really big fan of It Part 1. The new
Really?
It Part 1. Yeah.
The new It 1
Oh,
is good. It 2
Matthew.
sucks.
I saw it at the movies with Aidan, and then I
think
saw
you're
it again
blinded
at the
by the
movies.
light.
No.
No.
Oh, no, just you and me. And then we saw Us. Ugh.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought all the kids were really, really good.
That was a good movie.
It was
It's not the
alright.
best horror movie of all time, but it was a good movie.
I even liked Part 2. I didn't hate it. I just liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was watchable. It had some fun bits, but it was not good. Exorcist, OG Exorcist, I think is always
That's a
got a special
classic,
place in my heart.
obviously. Yeah,
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's
and
not
it's
scary,
still it
though.
holds up for sure. The Exorcist.
I didn't
It's
feel
scary.
scared. I guess I did feel scared because
think
when I
you
went to the
scared one.
bathroom, I asked Matt not to move.
Don't go anywhere.
Beck, what were you saying?
I'm going to vote for The Grudge simply because it's the first scary movie I ever watched. And yes, and that noise still fucks with me.
It's pretty.
There's a
fucking
lot of
weird.
really striking imagery in that film. I think it was critically panned. I'm not really sure.
The original, the remake,
the one,
American one.
The American one.
Yeah, I've never seen the Japanese one, but I assume that's why it was panned because
it's
there's
a
a Japanese
remake.
one and then they've remade it in America, so all the film snobs have to be like, oh. I mean, maybe the Japanese one is way better.
There's
but-
2 scenes in that are sizzled into my memory because I watched it when I was too young. And the first one is when she's taking a shower and the Grudge's hand
yeah.
comes out of the back of her
I'll
head.
never wash my hair again.
Yep. And then the second one is when she's going to bed and then she lifts up the blanket and it's
Oh,
staring
yeah.
at her from underneath it. And I can't even explain what I did. I used to
Mummify
wrap
yourself.
my doona around
Yeah.
myself so it was impossible for there to be any room for there to be a demon.
It's crazy because you have a thing about people touching your hair and touching your head.
It's probably not from that.
You
It's
don't think
probably
it's from
from autism.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
It's a more accurate assessment, I think. That's got 40% of Rotten Tomatoes and
But
2 out of 5.
she also doesn't like it when hands come out of her head. So
No, I don't.
That could have been from The Grudge.
Famously, I
No,
do
that's
not
also
like
autism.
that.
I don't like any horror movie that makes me have to live my life in a different way.
Like Smile.
Like
You're like,
Smile.
oh, great. Now I have to keep my eyes open all the time.
Yeah, also, my house isn't safe. Don't set a horror movie in a house that's like... My house has to be safe.
They're all in a house.
No, well, not all. You know what I mean? When it's like...
Hereditary.
Yeah.
After Hereditary, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, but Hereditary, no, my grandmother
Watch out,
didn't
sister.
mysteriously die and the's no woman that keeps shouting Pai Mei at me. You know what I mean? Like,
I can jump in if you want.
If you need
Imagine
to.
if I stand at your window tonight and I'm like,
Pai Mei. Oh, God.
because I know where your window is too.
Yeah, you do. You couldn't get to it.
Has anybody
You see me
seen?
jump?
Has anybody seen Hide and Seek? See that bit
No.
with Robert
Is
De
it the one
Niro?
De Niro? Yeah, where
Yeah.
it's such
Oh, wait.
a...
De Niro. Is it the one where he's
Isn't-
blind?
No. it's the
Uh,
one where...
And is it Dakota Fanning as well? Or
Might be.
the other one?
where he just...
Chloe
You're
Grace
thinking of-
Moritz.
It's
You're
the
thinking of a
classic of like, oh my
Charlotte's
God, there's
Web.
someone in the house.
I can't remember if it's good or not. Because
He's the
again, I
baddie.
watched it. I
It's
watched
the-
it when I
You're
was a
thinking
kid.
of
I'm
Good
sure the
Charlotte.
twist at the end is that it's been De Niro the whole time and he's got multiple births. It's the classic.
It is that.
Remember Identity
No.
with Cusack and Ray Liotta, and it's like the whole movie is these people at a motel and all this weird shit's happening and someone dies.
Yes.
And then at the end it
Wait.
just goes, it's just a fat guy in the back of a police car. You're like, wait, what? It all happened in his
That's
head.
not Cusack or Identity. That's
Well, then you're not thinking of the same movie. But no,
I
it's a
am.
green guy and it's
Hold
voiced
on.
by Mike Myers,
First
and
of
the donkey
all-
is Eddie Murphy.
First of all, the fat guy in the back of the police car, and it turns out the kid is actually the killer.
Kid.
He has multiple personalities in his head, and it's
Yeah.
the kid is the killer.
I'm sure it's Identity.
It's none of those people, and it's also John C. McGinley. I mean, it might be. Who was the other
No,
guy? you said?
I-
You're thinking
Cusack
of
and
Wild
Ray Liotta.
Hogs, man.
Cusack and Ray Liotta.
No, Identity is Cusack and Ray Liotta, but it's when a vicious storm breaks out in the Nevada desert, 10 people seek refuge in an isolated
Fucking
motel.
Who else is
Yeah.
in the cast?
Alfred Molina.
Is the
and
chick
Zaddy.
is it
Amanda Peet.
Amanda Peet, yeah.
She's so good.
Oh my god, is
And
John C. McGinley in it?
No.
John C. McGinley's in it.
Okay, we're
Is
thinking of the
he?
same movie. I didn't realize it's called.
Does he play a cop or something?
John C.
A gay one,
McGinley.
probably.
Yeah. Who's he play?
George York, that's all I know.
He's the nerd.
He's a
the
gay cop
father.
in
He
everything.
watches the wife get hit by the car when he's
Amanda
the father
Peet?
of the kid.
Oh,
Amanda
in the
Peet was
flashback.
like
Yeah.
part of my sexual identity.
How did people not know how the movie was going to end when it was called Identity?
I don't know.
What about the one with Johnny Depp?
Anyway, just sorry.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, I
back
didn't mean to jump.
that,
I didn't mean
it's
to-
It's one of those exact ones where the whole thing is just a gag movie for the end twist that you could just shit it
I
out.
didn't know Ray Liotta was in that.
Yeah, he is.
So many better actors than John C. McGinley, and that's all I remember in there.
John C.
Hey.
McGinley
Not that John C.
Scrubs.
McGinley's not great, but
Those
yeah,
Scrubs.
it's all such a dog shit movie.
Anyway,
It's
sorry.
got 60%.
Johnny
Rotten Tomatoes.
Depp.
That's terrible.
Secret Window? You seen that?
Yeah, that
Same
fucking
thing.
sucked.
Same
it's just
deal.
that early 2000s thing of like big leader, rug pulled out from under you, and the whole time it was.
I tell you what, I fall for it every time. Like, wow, that's really
They
well
couldn't do this to me
done.
again, could they?
What
Hollywood
about-
has learned.
What's the one with Richard Gere and Edward Norton?
Oh,
Batman.
yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. The whole time, didn't he? Primal Fear.
Primal Fear. Good movie, Primal Fear.
The thing about Identity is that reveal about it being in the guy's head gets revealed like halfway through the film. So you think that's the big twist, and then at the end, it turns out they're all personalities inside his head.
Yeah.
But the one that's doing the killing, like they work out who it is and they get him, and then at the end, it's the two personalities that are left over, which is the nice little kid and the lady. And then it turns out it's the nice little kid who's been doing the killing. And then they do the flashbacks where the kid's always standing there at the murders. And it's so fucking done. It's like, wee, 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 wee. And all he did was like wave at his dad so his dad would step back into traffic or something. Like, to his mum. And like someone's
So
just,
fucking dumb,
he never
dude.
actually does the killing. He's always just like, what's
Orchestrates
that
it.
over there? And they walk and they get hit by a car. And he's like,
It's like, who fucking cares? It's this guy's imagination.
Yeah.
What, like,
Why is it who done it amongst identities within one guy?
Yeah.
And plus-
put that guy away.
he's going to jail.
but he doesn't even need to like manipulate a character. They're all made up in the guy's head. You can just go like that and blink him out of existence. They don't fucking matter.
But he's also like, they're putting him in trial and they're like, he can run free if we can get rid of the killer personality.
So fucking
And they
shit.
do.
What?
They do. And they're like, he's free. And then he's in the car,
Yeah.
like getting driven to freedom. And you
it's
can
the
see
little
the
kid.
kid.
Is that? I thought the end of it was him in the.
Maybe it is. Maybe
In the
but
cop car.
Maybe they just all celebrate that they got rid of the bad personality.
Who's celebrating?
The trial.
The made up people.
Oh, the jury's
His
like,
head as well.
jury.
yes.
Or
We
like,
did
yeah,
it.
I remember they're all sitting around the table like John, we need to get the murderer out of you. And that sort of shit.
Who's the murderess? Cusack.
The what?
Is he one of the personalities? Cusack.
He's one of the guys in the head.
He's one of the guys in the head.
And
It's the fat
and
guy.
McGinley.
I saw who you're
Why did
talking
any of
about.
those people say yes to that movie? It's so fucking shit.
Because, God, Amanda Pete. It was probably Pruitt Taylor Vince. This guy's the killer, right?
Classic.
Who's Amanda Pete? You keep talking about her.
PTV.
That guy.
Yeah, he's,
Yes.
he's the
Killer?
guy with all the people in his head.
Yeah,
And he has
he's always
he has a weird eye.
This is Amanda Pete. Oh my God, Amanda Pete. Oh. You never seen Amanda Pete?
Never.
Of course you've seen it.
Not
She's in
one
the movie.
time.
Yeah, she's been in a bunch of stuff.
I think she might
She
be
was
the
part
mum
of my-
who sexual awakening.
Yeah,
Top 5
big
films?
time.
That should be our top 5 after. Top 5 sexual awakenings.
Yeah.
She was in such great films.
How many
as-
times were you sexually awakened? I thought
Actually,
it's just once.
to be honest, most of the films fall into the same category for me. So.
The Whole 9 Yards? Good movie. I mean,
Yeah.
shit movie. But
it's terrible. I tried to watch it. Being like, I think that was okay, and it is not.
no, it's
Didn't
bad.
they make
It's-
lots of those? At least there's a whole 10 yards, right?
There's yeah.
Which
I
is
think there's
stupid
two.
because that's not the saying.
no,
Yeah.
it's not a saying. Yeah, it's
But is
it's
that
just nothing.
Yeah. Did they do it like at Ocean's 11, a whole 11 yards?
Yeah, and then they did whole 6 yards, but it was all women.
Yeah.
That's a good Oceans movie, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
All
I
the
watched
women were
13
the
years.
All the women were, yeah,
What
it's
is
good.
it? Ocean's 70
No, it's
cents
Ocean's
for a
Ocean's
dollar?
9, isn't
Ocean's
it?
8.
No, I8. It's sort of funny when they're like, for the the main series, and then like Ocean's 11, and their sequel Ocean's 12. We're
Yeah,
adding
'cause-
one. Ocean's 13. They're like, we can only find 8 chicks. I think there's only 8 women in Hollywood. Yeah, I don't know why I looked at my
Although
watch.
just can't find
it is
any.
like
Yeah.
it is like a powerhouse women in that movie. Kate
Like of
Blanchett and fucking-
actresses?
yeah, like good actresses.
What's Rihanna like? I know she's in it.
She's like okay. The character she plays is kind of like I'm the tech one. I'll stay in the van, and she's kind of like fuck you. She's like Rihanna.
Here's my problem with
Got
those
8-ball.
strong powerhouse women movies. It's like, where's the representation? Where's the weird little goblin chick in the corner?
I think there is a goblin chick.
The
There is?
Velma.
in that movie.
It's always played by that blonde lady, Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make her fat.
They don't make her.
Make her
fat.
fat. She is fat.
They made her fat.
She's a method actor.
Sarah Paulson's in it.
I'm a method actor for the
Helena
podcast. I
Bonham
put on 10
Carter's the
kilos.
fucking- Mindy Kaling is probably the
Right,
more
okay.
goblin-y woman in that movie.
She's a nice looking lady, isn't she?
No, I'm not saying she's. I mean, goblins.
It's
can
not what
be
it's about. It's
attract-
about the energy.
Goblins.
It's
Goblin
like
energy.
It's not like, I'm going to get this done. It's I can't get anything done.
Yeah, I can't get anything done.
Ellie, stop being a rascal.
So the best horror movie of all time, we agree, is Ocean's 8.
Oh yeah, we didn't even answer. I'm gonna. I want to say after you say The Exorcist, I think you should go check out The Exorcist. Cheesy. I like The Exorcist. That's
Also, I still want to see The Thing because apparently that's quite
still
good.
watch that?
No, because I wanted to watch it
And-
with you.
and we got to
I
watch.
want to see that too, actually.
Just Ben.
Well, all of us.
No, you're
No, please, fine.
Put that finger away.
I've seen a lot of memes about how big Kurt Russell's hat is in that film. That's all I know about it. That's
He does have a
everything
big
I
hat
know.
when he's
pretty big.
playing
What's
chess.
his
I think.
hat? What hat is he wearing? A
It's one of those
cowboy?
big, like
Unca,
like slightly
not a
too big
coons,
for
like
his
Oh.
the Canadian ones with the ear flaps.
Right, and
Is
it's
it
too
called
big.
an Unca? I thought it was
The one is the one with the flaps come down. Oh, the flaps come down.
I
I
might
think
have the flaps pinned up though.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
where he
yeah.
has a
I will watch that today.
Oh, I could do that. I do it like later on today.
I could do it maybe.
We're gonna go and sell a camera real quick.
Yeah, I gotta
then I
go
can
help
come
my
back
uncle
and-
buy a TV, and then I'm free. Today's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Today's-
Yeah, I got nothing on. Do I? Yeah, I got nothing on. We should watch it.
Do it at your place because I might not be able to. I got to do a bit of work today. Well, I mean, do it at your place.
Well, we
can't
should do it when we can all do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Not
this
to poo-poo
evening.
any plans.
But I also want to watch the It Follows too.
The It Follows.
The It Follows. The It Follows.
The
You
It
really
Follows
don't.
part
You're not
one.
interested.
I'm not interested in it. Follows.
Do a double feature.
Yeah, we could do a double feature.
We'll sort it out after this.
Yeah.
Plans.
Horror films. I said The Exorcist. What are you going with, Ben?
We got to do top one. We can't do like a 3.
No.
do
Yeah,
it.
It Follows was really good, and it just 3/4 of the way through, it just kind of doesn't really know where to go. I think.
There's
It's
a lot
so
of them
strong.
do that.
Yeah.
It catches.
Conjuring, Exorcist.
What's so good about The Conjuring? Because I
It's
always hear that come up,
just
but I've never heard.
tremendous. It's got like just enough jump scares. It's got like 2 jump scares or something. The
It
rest of
doesn't
it's, like,
lean all on
perfectly-
jump scares.
Perfectly atmospheric, great story, amazing acting. I think it's amazing. I really do.
It's weird. It takes so long to build, but it doesn't kind of overstay its welcome. And it's set in the 70s, and it all looks very 70s, the haircuts and shit, but it also is kind of film 70s. There's a lot of slow zooming in, whereas like the more modern movies always kind of track in. It just looks different. There's a lot of weird shots just from a long way away. Takes its time with it, you know?
It builds up, and then the payoff is so good, and it's like
Yeah.
like one of those ones like, oh, this roller coaster's going up for a while. Okay, and then for the last 20 minutes, you're just going so much.
Thank you for using an analogy that I can relate to.
You know,
They also use good actors.
like It Follows,
good.
the problem with that is it's really good and it's building up. You're like, oh my God, this is pretty fucked up. And then at the end, it's like, we got to defeat the monster. And it just becomes like an 80s teen movie. You're like, whatever. But this is like The Exorcist, where it just gets to the point where you're like, Jesus Christ. Or Hereditary, where it just keeps escalating. You're like, this is fucked up.
Yeah. In this one, though, you know what they need to do.
Oh, you know.
And in The Exorcist, you know, like, he's like, oh, you're just going to keep trying to exercise.
Keep reading that Bible, son.
Yeah, fucking, and it just keeps getting worse.
Power flash compels you.
Yeah.
Compels you. Power flash compels you.
I think I'm
Old
going,
priest and a young priest.
if I'm going from Greek, the Greek in The Exorcist scared me so much because the demon started speaking Greek.
I thought you meant just
Not the Greek guy.
in general.
Just
Like,
like
the
the
Greek
fact that
and
it
the
was
Exorcist
Greek.
are terrifying.
No, she started speaking Greek, and I was like, I know what she's saying. Not like I knew what she was saying the whole time. She
But
was
is she
speaking
saying
English.
is she saying Christian stuff?
No, she's saying like she's trying to emulate
Aidan,
the guy, the
stop
priest's
watching
mother.
this movie.
And the priest, she's like talking like an old Greek lady, and I was like, ah! It was a lot. If I'm going off for something that what scared me the most, I would say The Conjuring. The Conjuring was scarier to me than Hereditary. Hereditary is a great movie, but it's not as scary, I don't think. I think it's more fucked up.
There's some ones for you. Yep. You're a big horror fan.
Huh, big one. Well, you guys have made me watch some things. I watched Hereditary, and that was pretty fucked up. Although, to be honest,
Fucked up.
it's pretty fucked up. But in terms of fuck uppedness, I don't know if Midsommar counts as a horror, but that
It's
one
a horror movie.
that
It's a
one
spooky
stayed
one.
with me a lot more than Hereditary did. Even though Hereditary had more overt, scary imagery, Midsommar, I still think about like the house getting set on fire with the people still in it, and
That's what I think is
the people
thing
falling on the rock.
Oh, the
doesn't
falling on
get
the rocks for
enough like delineation is the horror, like a general sense of horror.
Yeah.
That's a good example of it because it's just same as The Exorcist. There's not really many jump scares, if
No.
any, in that.
No.
There's scary shit, but it's all like this tremendous sense of dread sort of stuff.
Yes.
Where it's like just building you like, I feel very uneasy. This is fucking weird and it's sticking in my brain.
I think
Whereas
that
then,
counts.
movie like that.
like, you know, the modern slasher movies, which is like, bah, boom,
Yeah.
bah,
Like
bah.
Smile.
Yeah,
Smile.
like it's just jump scares. It's not horror. You're not horrified by it. It's like a thriller, really.
Yeah,
It's a
what's the
grubby
cutoff
thriller.
between psychological thriller and horror?
I don't think there's much.
My question for the
I
room.
think the psychological thriller is the gateway drug.
I do like a psychological thriller.
Yeah,
I
do
really
too.
do.
Yeah.
Because you're not scared, I think, in a psychological thriller. I think at the end of you go like, oh, fuck, when like it
How
all
is that
clicks.
guy?
And then you like they're all like in the last 10 seconds, it's kind of like, whoa, and there's one scary moment.
I remember getting scared in Hereditary. It fell into this camp for me where I was like, I did feel fear, and there's a handful of jump scares like when she's in the
she runs out of the corner.
yeah, that's a good
That's
one.
pretty
You
fucking
know, there's
bad.
weird. There's different levels of like. There's just that building of like. This is the house they live in is just fucking weird. Like Hereditary doesn't start off with like, what is the house doing? Why is that mold growing so fast?
Yeah.
It's just there. It's a regular house they live in. It's like it's just too dark, and it's too empty and weird.
She makes
couple
miniatures,
weird
which is
shots.
fucking
And then
weird.
like the way they talk to each other is just odd, and you just get this sense of unease of like, if someone tried to make me live here, I would fucking kill myself.
every time they walk in, they go, "Ugh, what's that smell?"
Yeah.
Just
So
every
there's
time.
Then there's the next level where, like, you know, in It, the old lady, when she goes to the old lady's house,
she's
and
walking
she walks
weird.
across in the background.
That's
It's not
what
a
I've
jump
seen.
scare. You're just like,
Yeah.
hey, what?
That's it.
Ew.
That's part 2 as well.
That's part 2.
It's probably one of the
That's
few
part
moments
2.
in part 2
That's
that I
what
was
I
like,
remember, yeah.
this is good.
Yeah, you're like, Beck, I got to show you this scene.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I? Oh my god!
It
Because
was
she's not like
fucking-
"Buh" at the camera. It's not
Yeah.
a jump scare. It's just a.
I like that
But it's
shit.
not that level of like slow unease of like this just doesn't feel right.
It's like kind of thing like if you're not quite paying attention and all of a sudden you look out the corner of your eye, like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
is
yeah,
that?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
even scarier if you're not expecting it.
The naked people in Hereditary do the same thing.
Yeah,
Like-
it's that sense of like that one in It doesn't stay with you, but it's like I think that's the next level up of like overt scariness, and then there's the next thing, and I think Hereditary does the good thing of it has those little bits that make you like this is just not fucking right, and then like her crawling across the roof or being in the corner of the room, where you're like, oh, yeah.
It's the smacking her head against the door, which was
And then that's the
worst
next level.
bit.
That's like the third level.
That's
So you
the
got
worst
the
part.
unease of the house. Then when he's walking around, you just see her in the corner of the room. You're like, blah, 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 nah, yep, blah, blah.
So that kid is real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy, when he's
That's
like
it, that's-
crying and like really
Yeah.
upset.
I think that's the difference between like those horror movies we grew up on and like horror movie, like a good horror movie and a bad movie. Is for whatever reason everyone got into casting shit actors in horror movies.
Because they didn't have much budget. Because
Oh yeah, true.
you know, like most horror movies are low budget.
yeah.
It's like that one. A good part in Hereditary is when he wakes up and she's pouring oil. Remember when it flashes back and they're both covered in oil
And there's
they're
just
both just crying at each other.
there's no background
fucking-
noise.
Like what is happening? And then it just zips out to.
And it's always like,
Wherever
there's
you
like
were before.
1 or 2 seconds too long between what they're
Yes,
saying. It's like,
it's so-
what are you doing? I don't know. And you're like, what is fucking happening?
So
They're those
Hereditary's
ones
good.
where the lady walking across and her scuttling like in the air like this, where like
Oh
they're
God!
on
I
the
forgot she goes in the air.
they're on the precipice of being goofy. Like the third time you watch it back, you go, but they're so close that first time. Like if you go back and watch it now, especially the old lady when she walks by like this.
Yeah.
If you just if you watch it a bunch of times, you're like, eventually you go, that's
Because you
stupid.
I don't know if I
decontextualize.
do.
Yeah,
That's
but
the thing.
that- those-
you
those
just see it as
scares-
this lone thing.
But when they're all those, I think,
the
live
music.
on that precipice
Yeah.
of
And
where
the
they could be
tone.
goofy and they couldn't, and they just work so perfectly.
They're in the exact right part in the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like the rewatchability of some of these horror movies is not quite there. That would be one of the things where it misses out for me.
Hereditary,
Hereditary is
I can watch
easily
again and again and again. I don't know what it
You
is.
don't
Because
think
it
it
doesn't-
lessens the impact every time?
I mean, every movie lessens an impact
Yeah.
in some way more the more you watch it.
but it's not jump scary. I'm not floored by the fact that the grandmother was a pagan worshipper demon woman, and I'm not. I know that the best friend spoilers that the friend with the house like the mats is who she is, but I still like to see it.
And plus, that gives it rewatchability when you go back and you know that stuff, and then you pick up on things.
Funny you watch it the first time, you're like, oh my god, her head came off. Oh, that chick was the bad guy, and she put the bad juju in the house.
Yeah.
And then you watch it the second time, you're like, I would never go to that seance. I would never be caught dead in there. I would never take that door. I would burn that doormat straight away.
That's true. Like, but why does she go to a seance? Because she wants to talk to her dead daughter. That's
Yeah.
very true.
Question asked,
Found
question
your-
answered. Thanks for playing.
All right.
We should probably put a disclaimer on the front of this for every movie ever made.
Spoilers.
Who would like to start off with their top 5 list?
What made you want to do this, by the way?
I don't
That
know. What was
question.
mean? It was when you and I were talking. Here's how it started. We watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Did you?
Finally, Ben's been bugging.
I haven't seen it. What's it on?
It's
I haven't been bugging you.
It's
Every
hard to
2 weeks,
find.
Beck says, what should I watch? And I say the same fucking thing I told you last time that you still haven't
Everyone
watched.
said it was one of the best
His
movies
version
they've
of
ever
bugging.
seen.
Everything Everywhere All at
It was
Once.
fine.
I had to rent it on. Prime.
Yeah.
And when I finished watching it, because I didn't know what I was going to watch, and I just watched it, and I finished watching it. I went, that's probably in like the top 10 best films of all time.
Really?
I've
I
enjoyed
think
it.
you said top 5 on the night.
No, I said top,
Top
10.
one. I
Okay.
think you said
Then
top one, actually.
Okay.
I
have to
thought
watch
it was
Tremendous.
exceptional. I loved everything about it. I liked the story. I liked. There was also like a lot of filming stuff and a lot of lighting stuff, and I was like, "This is fucking weird
Is it spooky?
and great."
No, it's not spooky.
No, it's just weird. It's very weird.
Okay.
I feel like it's either going to be considered like in 10 years, people be like, "That was one of the best films of all time," or like a cult classic or something. It just,
I think most people have said what you said.
it really stuck with me. And not in the same way that I know I like every movie I see, but this one really kept with me, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
What
Okay.
have you learnt from it? What have you taken?
What were the
from it?
takeaways?
What's the moral of the story?
Little
Nothing,
book report.
Nothing matters, so who cares? Everything's chill.
But don't spoil it because I want to see it.
Like nothing matters. And so just go with the flow, baby.
It's like cheerful nihilism or whatever that philosophy is called. The idea that there's no God and that means that we can do whatever we want with our lives, but we still have to choose to do the right thing.
I got
and
really
shit.
emotional as well.
Yeah,
there
me
was
too.
There was a couple points there where I was like, what the fuck? Why am I crying? Like that sort of shit. Just
The big relationship point is about a sort of fractured relationship between
Yeah.
a mother and a daughter. And I'm like, I need to call my mum.
But then there's also like there's the husband-wife stuff.
Oh, it's
where
all
she's
just
like-
so beautiful.
Where she's like, no, I want him to know how much better off my life would have been without him. And then it's really, and then I don't want to. Sorry, I'll stop talking about it. But you should watch it. You should watch
It's
it.
really, yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I'll watch
it's
it.
definitely
great.
good. You'll definitely go. That was a good movie.
You'll have a good
Okay.
time watching it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It is one of those few movies where you can genuinely say like you'll laugh, you'll cry.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it goes through the whole spectrum of all that stuff.
I'll start then because that's on my list.
I think you should.
That's I don't know where it is on my list, but it just went straight into my list. I was like, I really like that movie.
So
this is
somewhere in
no-
the top 100.
This is no genre. or
Somewhere in the top 100.
Somewhere
So
in
this is just for clarity. This
Yeah.
is I really like this movie, or I could watch this movie a million times and never get bored.
I just left it up to you guys. I just
Okay,
said
great.
personal favorite film, and like Beck went with something she could watch again and again and again.
Five.
That
top
was
five.
my metric.
Top
yeah.
five, yeah, and
Mine's a combo of both.
yeah, I think it's just sort of whatever you feel.
Okay.
When I say that.
Well, does
question.
anyone have a movie that is a favorite of theirs that they don't think they could watch again?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Kind of. Well,
I love Schindler's List. I really do. I think that's one of the best movies I've ever seen, and also Saving Private Ryan, and also Born on the 4th of July. But I don't want to watch them again because
Yeah.
they're fucked.
Yeah, okay.
I quite like Wolf of Wall Street. I remember thinking that was awesome when I first saw it, and I tried to watch it again, and it's just long. It's a long ass movie. But yeah, I that might have ended up in my top 5 if I'd gone back and watched it again and been like, yeah, this is a good movie. I don't know.
I really don't like it.
You didn't like it?
Nah.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was always interesting. It just constantly kept changing, and
But
I
I
never
just
got
don't
bored.
like
It was
him
kind of like a
enough.
YouTube video.
I don't like Jordan. What's his name?
Belfort.
Yeah, yeah.
Belfort enough, and the fact that he's like, yeah, that was me. I fucking hate that. I just hate it.
Yeah.
I love Dances with Wolves, but I lost the second disc. So
Was it on 2 discs?
The
Oh, yeah, do
first
you remember that
discs
shit?
of Dances
No, I
with
don't
Wolves is
remember.
probably my favorite movie.
Right. Tatanka, etc.
And not for any spoiler alerts, but I really enjoyed The Martian when I saw it, but I haven't gone back to watch it again.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It's your
Everybody tells me
favourite
to
movie.
watch that.
But I accidentally stumbled upon it and just started watching it. I was like, it's a good fucking movie. And then ended, I was like, why are people talking about this movie? I liked it.
All right,
movie.
let's start with number 1.
Okay, well, I don't have a number 1. This is just how my list went down. First off, Superbad. I fucking love Superbad so goddamn much.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, and it's probably the only it's the
Formative.
only comedy on my
I've only
on my
seen it
list. But it's a comedy. Every time I'm sick or I'm I'm
down
stuck
the
on the couch, I'll just watch Superbad. I think it's so fucking outstanding.
It's like chicken soup.
yeah, it is. It's like warm chicken soup.
Fucking hell.
And I think in terms of favorite films, everyone should put a comedy on there. You gotta have one comedy. You don't have to. I just meant I thought about it and it didn't. It was on there. It was Superbad was on there. American Beauty, of course. You know I love American Beauty. That's on the list.
I didn't know you loved it that much.
Yeah.
Have you
yeah.
watched it again recently?
We watched it. Not. That
I
long ago.
haven't watched it in the last 5 years, probably.
Yes, you have. We watched it together.
I've watched it in the last 5 years, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still up there.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
still liked
look,
it.
sure, if something ages out now, I don't know.
It's hard to know how to feel about that movie these days.
If we take
Yeah.
the Spacey
Oh yeah,
issues out of
yeah.
it.
I'm not even talking about that.
Just talk about
I'm
the
just
movie.
talking about like,
He was acquitted recently.
was he?
Yeah.
What was he going down for?
Because
The
of
thing about
Anthony
touching
Rapp.
Anthony Rapp, and the jury was like,
Criminally acquitted.
nope. Yeah, criminally.
Just wasn't
acquitted,
beyond a reasonable
super-
doubt.
Yeah,
super-
yeah, okay.
There's
Not
also
like Twitter
okay.
came out and went, we were wrong.
No,
There's
he
heaps of
super
other
did it.
charges that he's up for.
Ah,
so.
okay,
He's
cool,
super,
cool.
super is a bad guy, but like, yeah.
So
Just
Poor
for
Anthony
fact.
Rapp.
yeah, I just like it. I like it. I thought he did a. I mean, the problem is a lot of my enjoyment of it is pinned on his performance.
He's a great actor. We can say.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
so.
it's not, his performance wasn't.
And I'm not dying to go back and watch it, but like, yeah, it's up there. I really
Interesting.
I enjoyed it. And again, a lot of these movies are these things that I just accidentally started watching. I didn't know what I was going in to see, and then I watch it and go, "Oh shit, I really enjoyed it." Like Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is on the list. So Superbad, American Beauty, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I put Hereditary on there because I really like Hereditary. I just fucking love Hereditary. and my last
Have you
one,
seen his other stuff? Have you seen The Witch?
I've seen Midsummer.
Yes,
Isn't Midsummer Hereditary?
Matt, we watched the
The Vivitch?
The Vivitch. It's not a good movie. I don't like that movie at all.
It's slow, but it's not bad.
Nothing happened.
Did we watch
it's
it?
very like.
No, we didn't watch it.
Isn't
I watched it with someone else.
Your other boyfriend.
isn't everything everywhere all at once that same film company? A24.
A24, yeah.
A24.
Yeah.
Is Hereditary them?
Yeah, but they're just a production company.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
it's not the same guys doing every
Right.
movie. They just have great taste.
They seem to, yeah.
And then Gone Girl.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl's a
I was
good
like, can
movie.
you please add that so you can say it?
Nice, because in the car I was like, I can't choose between Interstellar or Gone Girl. I don't know which one. And you were saying we got to go Gone Girl because you say it like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Gone Girl's good. She
I do
fucking
like Gone Girl.
Things, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah. Again, didn't know what I was going to see.
R.I.P.
Have
Say
you read
again?
the book?
I started it. I have the book. I haven't finished it.
It wasn't misery. That's the thing.
And also, like, I've seen the movie, so you know when you see a movie and sometimes
Yeah,
you
yeah.
make up shit in your head that hasn't happened yet, and then I get confused. I'm like, wait, yeah. Anyways, that's what I do with books sometimes after seeing the movie, especially when there's stuff in the movie that isn't in the books.
That's what
and-
happens when I read too much fan fiction and then I forget what actually
What
happens
actually
in the
happens.
original.
Shit.
Wait, where's that scene where Buffy got pushed against the wall by her neck and?
Oh, thanks.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's. I haven't read what fan fictions you're
real.
reading.
To be fair, I wrote that one, so I don't get confused.
It was a guess.
Ship and Bubby.
So that's my 5. I only got one outward laugh from the group. So
Why-
I'm feeling
Was
pretty
it
good about it.
supposed to be a laughing?
No. I just meant I was. You know when you say your favorite films next to him, you get a little nervous.
Oh yeah, he's gonna laugh.
Yeah,
directly
Ben went to
at me.
film
Well, The
school.
Matrix.
And
End
he
of
studied
list.
film. No, and the Superbad, but I stick by Superbad. It's a great movie. Do you like Superbad?
It was the start of a lot of things.
It's fun, but it's I don't know whether it'll be in my top 5 movies of all time.
It's fun.
But then again, it's like you're saying. What's your metric that you're doing? Or like Bex, yours is things you can go back and watch 100 times or something.
I think it's got to be both.
Like I've
It's
got
gotta be a
movies
combo.
like that, like The Thing, and there's a bunch of them that I'm sure I've said them a bunch of times on here. Like The Terminators and Alien and
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Thing
yeah.
and all Jurassic Park, and where you can just put them on and watch them. But I don't know whether they'd be in my top 5 favorite films of all time. But
That's what I
want.
wanted.
Metrics.
I didn't want everyone to come in and be like, Pulp Fiction, the
greatest cinema ever
the Godfather
made.
trilogy. If those are on there, that's fine. That's fine. I just like I didn't want that. You know, there's films that everybody considers the greatest films of all time that we can all agree. on.
Django, one of the greatest films of all time.
Django.
God, it's a good movie.
If you told me that before, I might have shoved it into my list.
Really?
Django's so- Yeah,
Really
I
good.
really like
I
Django.
really like
Django might be my favorite Tarantino out of the lot. I do love this one's
that's
in
a
there.
whole other.
I love
kettle of
Pulp
fish, though,
Fiction,
isn't it?
but
no,
all right.
Pulp Fiction's a little.
Do you want to go Ben and then over to you?
I
so
want
that
more time to think.
at least he's-
I want Beck to go now.
Oh,
I can
Beck,
go.
yeah, jump in.
I feel like nobody's going to like any of mine, so
I
I
like
want
yours.
the GMat.
I haven't seen any of the stuff.
Nuclear,
so-
nuclear family to go first.
Nuclear.
Nucleus.
okay, well, number 1 is easy. It's the Rocky Horror Picture Show, 1975. That's because I grew up watching it with my mum. It's my mum's favourite movie, and now it's mine. And I highly suggest everybody put on their bucket list to go see it in a cinema and get the... Have you guys ever done that before?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I've dragged Matt along to it, but it's quite it's quite an
Wholesome.
event.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, there's like a whole callback script that's been developed since 1975, since audiences have been going to see it at midnight, you know, for Halloween and shit. And basically I memorized it when I was younger and I was too scared to shout any of it back at the screen, but people do. So like, you know, for example, every time Brad Majors comes up, you yell asshole, and every time Janet Weiss comes up, you yell slut. Some of it's aged poorly, but like there's this whole script and people
Right.
scream it at the screen in unison, and you throw toilet paper and you squirt each other with water guns, and it's unreal. It's unlike anything
That
else.
seems like fun.
And you guys should go
It is
do
fun if you enjoy people enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
If you're a bit bitter and you sit and you don't like not knowing what's going on and everyone's doing weird shit, it might not be your cup of tea.
Yeah, go in with an open mind.
But if you enjoy the wholesome energy and people enjoying their hobby, go for it.
And everybody like runs up to the front and does the time warp together, and we all fall on the floor at the end. It's a
And then
bit
there's-
cringe, but it's cool.
I'm sitting in the that was such an odd experience when I just
You just sat there. And
well,
everybody
there was
else
about-
You go have your time warp.
there was about 10 other people, but everybody got up and went up the front and danced and then sat down. And it's a very sobering experience when you're sitting there in a 100-seat theater with 10 other people sitting and everyone else in the theater is on the floor.
That's weird.
It was strange, but I was glad Beck was having fun.
Yeah, heaps of fun. And then my second one probably
Just quickly on that.
Yeah.
I would much prefer the wholesome that or The Room where everyone throws spoons and shit.
Mhm.
Like that sort of stuff of everyone getting involved and having fun rather than like when you go to the Astor and see like a a motion picture, and everyone goes,
Yeah,
At the
I
end.
saw the Joker.
Fucking
I saw
dorks.
Joker.
Yeah, at least we know we're dorks.
yeah.
That's why I love seeing horror, like crappy horror movies, like Smile at the movies, because everybody screams together, and I like
Yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Star
I like
Wars
that
opening
sort
day was pretty fucking cool.
Spider-Man, when we saw Spider-Man, the one
Oh
with,
yeah,
one with all the
cheered.
Spibbermans.
Oh, yeah.
We saw it at midnight, one of the first screenings, and it was insane.
Yeah, people cheered.
People lose their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
people
when
clapped and
when
yelled
Tobey
and
Maguire
screamed.
came through.
Yeah, and people
wow.
go, "Oh my god!"
I haven't seen a premiere of a big movie for ages, and I went to one of the Marvel ones because I had free tickets. And it starts off with the whatever the music is for the Avengers one.
Would tell me exactly what it is from memory.
I can't remember. It's the theme. The Avengers theme starts with
Is that a
the
dig about the car?
the start of it.
Yeah.
And
Never forget.
someone in the audience goes, "Oh yeah."
I shit you not. When Andrew Garfield comes out first, he comes out
Yeah.
before Tobey Maguire. Someone at the back went, a grown man went, "Yes!" I heard him breathe in, like you could hear the excitement in his breath, the shakiness. He went, "Yes!"
They did it. They fucking did it.
It's so good.
I love that shit. I
embarrassing.
mean, why go watch a
it's
film with other
embarrassing.
people?
Grown
They're
up
too
people.
different. It went. It's so embarrassing. I love that shit.
It's
I
that,
do.
that video of the Star Wars going like in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and someone takes a flash and it's turn off
your
the flash, you
flash,
fucking
you
moron.
moron.
That's so good.
Yeah.
All right, back film number two.
wait,
Oh, sorry. Okay, go on.
It's fine. Like you can enjoy shit, but just like you have some fucking decorum. You're an adult.
No,
It's like, remember when
decorum.
when fucking what's that? No Man's Sky came out.
Yeah.
And they had said all those lies about all the shit you could do in the game.
Yeah.
And then it got released, and someone on Reddit, they were like, "You'll never run into anyone else because the game's so big. There's so billions of universes and blah
Yeah.
blah blah." And then day one, someone's like, "Oh my god, I'm on this planet." The other person's like, "I'm on that planet." Like, we're gonna meet here, and then they kept posting in comments, and the other guy's like, "Oh my god, guys, I'm so excited. I'm literally shaking right now." It's a fucking video game. It's opening day of a video game. Calm the fuck down. Is this the biggest thing you've got going on in your life?
It might
Maybe.
be.
Literally shaking and sweating into your fucking PlayStation controller, you dipshit.
Let people enjoy things.
They can enjoy them like a fucking grown-ass adult. The front of your brain is now formed. Grow up.
Depends on who you are.
Yeah, Ben.
Ben, check your front
Frontal
brain
lobe.
privilege.
Yeah, your fucking frontal lobe privilege, Ben.
This is where I get in trouble a lot because I do the big movie reactions in the
I
lounge
love
room,
it.
and everybody's like, "Shut the fuck up, Beck." I'm like,
It's
I
fine
can't.
if it's it's scary or whatever.
I've
But
changed my mind. I'm on board with that now.
I just think life is short and you should enjoy things.
Yeah.
I get that, but I'm with Ben in the
do
way
it
of like,
quietly internally.
I'm
We
literally
don't think you
shaking.
enjoy it.
I didn't need that.
I'm literally shaking. I don't want to.
It's too much. You've gone on the precipice of crossing over, but you've never been. I'm literally shaking right now, or at least you are shaking. I'm so excited.
It's the thing is like, where do you go with your emotions from there? You've hit the fucking ceiling. If you're sitting there shaking,
Are you
and
just jealous that
see,
we can feel emotions more than you?
No,
Ben?
I can feel emotions, but I've got I use the spectrum appropriately.
Have you ever maxed out?
I don't know. Probably when I was a child.
Just once, and you thought that's
The
it.
joy
me
is
done.
gone for me now. No, but like, let's say, what was the Andrew Garfield? Like,
Yeah.
it's a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
It's the retroactive Spider-Man thing. You had to expect in some way that he was going to show up, or are you that fucking dense?
But
that
you're
you didn't
also
think
you're
so?
experiencing that moment for the first time with a
But
group
here's
of
the
people.
thing. Here's my point, Beck. You're experiencing that, right? But you've hit the ceiling of reaction and emotion. Oh, yes. What would happen if Andrew Garfield then walked into the cinema, sat down next to you, and said, "Thank you so much for coming to see this film"? You're at peak. You can't
Die.
react.
Probably
then.
die.
Probably shit yourself. I don't know.
But you've hit the ceiling.
I live on
of
a-
being a
on-
fucking adult and
So
reacting to
you're
something.
always waiting
When
for
that-
Andrew Garfield to walk in.
I'm waiting for
So
the
y-
maximal
yeah.
situation to present itself, and then I will give the appropriate maximal reaction
But
to
you'll
it.
never know.
And
what
nothing
the
up
maximal
until
is.
then.
You will, because I'm well adjusted.
Well, you enjoy your life, Ben.
I will, at the appropriate amount, at the appropriate time.
Okay.
When that guy in the cinema went, yes, I also went, yes, inside.
Yeah,
I
inside.
cried.
But I kept-
I
Like a
cried
fucking-
like a child.
I think I might have squeezed Beck's hand. Like, oh my God, it's him.
He's doing it. I'm
But
gonna fucking
I kept it. I kept it.
I did this. I was eating my choc top. I went,
Yeah.
and then I ate the rest of it.
But
like
you
an
don't
adult.
feel those feelings and keep them inside. You just don't let
You know what I
yourself
think
get
it is?
there.
I think it's slightly disingenuous of people just to. It's either they're overacting so that people are like, oh, he really likes this. Wow, this must be a big moment for you. It is a big moment for me. Or they just can't control their fucking emotions. In which case, how do they
This has been
function as a
triggered.
person
Or
in
they
society?
can control them, but they choose not to because they think it's a safe
There's other
place
people
to
around.
express it.
Fucking calm down.
Well, because
you know?
they don't assume that everybody is like you and judging them
Well
for
adjusted,
it.
yeah, I know.
Curmudgeonly.
Anyway, we're like an hour in, so I should probably shoot through this list.
Yeah, all right.
No,
let's go,
shoot,
let's
take
go,
your
let's
time.
go.
Take your
No,
time. We
take
could do
your
it.
time.
We could do a longie.
Number 2 is Donnie Darko.
Never seen it.
However,
Donnie Darko.
I have to make an addendum to it that there's two versions
I know which one she likes.
of Donnie Darko. There's the theatrical
Good.
cut and the director's cut. And most people, film fans and stuff tend to go for the director's cut because it's more full of things.
Yeah.
But in this case, I think the director's cut is worse, and the theatrical
What's that got
cut
to this
is worse.
theatrical doesn't?
It's got a few extra scenes that kind of, for me, ruin the mystery. I think the huge thing about the film is that it's a bit of a head fuck. It was for me anyway. I remember the first time I watched it, I was changed forever. I was about 16 and I was like, wow, this has really made me change the way I feel about the world. But then I watched the director's cut and it's like, oh, well, all the questions are answered. There's no point
Isn't
anymore.
there a scene like you showed me, and I remember we talked about it afterwards, and you're like, and what do you think of blah blah? And I was like, oh, I enjoyed it, and blah blah. And then you were like, no, take a look at this, and you showed me that scene, and it's like the characters just explaining
Pretty much.
They go and see the
Everything.
doctor.
It's a lot of
He just pours
They
some
go and
beakers
see
together.
the
and
high school professor
Yeah.
who's like,
Yeah.
here's this book on time travel and the things that come out of your chest. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it's better when you don't know. You haven't seen it.
No.
Have you seen it, Ben?
It's good fun.
yeah, but not since it came out.
Yeah.
So that's one that I should go
Do you
back and
remember your
again.
thoughts on it back then?
Well, I would have seen the theatrical because I don't remember that at all. And I just remember the kind of loopy, I just being fucking loopy and the rabbit and be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on? And especially because I was like, what, 10,
Yeah.
12 something when it came out?
Early 2000s.
Would it come out in 1968?
Good
Yeah,
cast
I remember
too.
seeing the black. I had to wind the projector myself to get the film going. It was good.
It's got Patrick Swayze in it. I feel like that's a role that people forget that he did.
He's in that?
He's the rabbit,
He's
yeah.
fantastic in it too.
He's the rabbit.
No, he's not.
Is he in it? I don't know. Who was.
He's a paedophile.
Oh,
Spoilers.
so good.
Why are you frowning?
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Just making sure I press that button.
So Donnie Darko.
Audio
I kind
only.
of want a Donnie Darko tattoo, but they've been done to death.
What would you get?
Rabbit.
The rabbit.
The rabbit's just too
Patrick
ugly.
Swayze
You
judging
could
the
get
boy.
like just a black silhouette rabbit with just ears, but kind of on the side.
There's a cool one that people get because in the movie he
You're trying to get it a Playboy bunny.
Yeah.
in the movie he draws on
Except he's wearing a
himself.
bow tie.
He there's like 20 days till the world ends or something, and he's written the countdown on his arm, and a lot of people get that, but it's a
Yeah.
little bit ugly.
You could get that rabbit I was talking about. Just get it on like your upper coccyx area.
You fucking
Keep going. Sorry. A dumb joke.
Number 3. The Grand Budapest Hotel by Wes Anderson. I've never seen any of
Also
his
haven't seen it.
never seen any of his other films.
Me neither.
I just watched that.
That's with Ray Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes,
Ralph Macchio.
Owen
Ray
Wilson's
Liotta.
in there.
Karate
I think
Kid, yeah.
Bill Murray shows up. At
Yeah,
one
Bill
point.
Murray's in that.
Yeah,
He's in all of them, isn't he?
yeah.
But
I don't know. I haven't
that
seen any
one-
of the other ones.
That one everyone says is very good.
Yeah, I don't know. Just right place, right time, and
He's
I
most
loved it.
watchable, I think.
Yeah.
I get a
It's
bit
one of
like
the few-
her Wes with the other ones. They just wear on me. That one
Right.
was very.
That
like,
one though, I'll say I
easy.
can't watch it over and over again
Okay.
because it's very long and there's lots of meandering bits that are like very film school that I'm like, just kind of disrupts the flow for me, which I'm sure is the point. But I would put that, even though it's one of my favorites, I've only seen it a couple of times.
I was going to say it's one of the only ones on your list that you haven't made me watch.
Exactly for that reason, because I'm like, I could take it or leave watching it again.
But you enjoyed the experience.
Yeah. Number 4.
Does he do the Fantastic Mr. Fox, Wes Anderson? Does he do with the animated?
believe
Believe so,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
That one's
I'm
good.
not, like I said,
I saw that. That
I'm
was
not a
good.
Wes Anderson
I
fan.
never saw it. I just know that he does some
I
animated
like
stuff.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I'm sure it's great.
I like
It's
the
a
book.
great book.
I keep meaning to watch all the others because I'm sure I'll like them.
Is it Roald Dahl?
Roald
No,
Dahl.
I don't think it's Roald Dahl.
Rolled Dahl.
Rolled.
He was such an anti-Semite.
Was he?
Yeah. Hated Jewish people.
I did think that the Twinks. What are the name? The
Oompa Loompas.
The Twinks.
Twinks.
the people who live across and they eat birds out
You're
of the
thinking of
tree.
Cat in the Hat.
Is it the Twits?
The Twits. They very much could have been anti-Semitic drawings.
No, I think most of them are.
Yeah.
Who wrote Fantasy? I don't think it's Roald Dahl. I don't think Fantasy
Roald
Fox is
Dahl.
Roald Dahl.
How many is that bag? Is that 3 or 4?
That's 3?
Have you seen Her?
Nah.
With Joaquin.
Yeah.
I've heard things about it.
Kind of like that. It sort of had
Oh,
Wes
it is
Anderson
Roald
vibes,
Dahl.
but it's Spike Jones, and it's just like less. I don't know. Maybe it's just the pastel colors that made me think of Wes Anderson, but that's
Okay.
fine.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number
bit,
4.
Bit of a weird one. It's an animated one, but going to that criteria of watching over and over again. The Road to El Dorado.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is
Banger.
it's a
Haven't seen it
forgotten
either.
gem. It's because it's not it's DreamWorks. So
DreamWorks made some real fucking
they
bangers.
really did, and
was-
this is one of them.
It was
And
right on the crossover to 3D animation, wasn't it? So it it didn't get
there
a
were
good reception.
It's like a
elements
proper
of,
cartoon,
yeah,
though,
yeah.
isn't it?
But there were like 3D animated films coming out as this 2D animated
Yeah.
film came out. So
I feel like it got
didn't get a
drowned
good
out.
reception. Yeah.
But it's got a great cast. Kenneth Branagh is one of the main guys, and I can't remember the other guy. Elton John does the soundtrack, and it's fucking bangs. And yeah, it's a kids movie, but I really suggest you go watch it if you
There's
haven't.
so many.
I like it.
It's really great. It's really funny.
those movies close
There's
to my
gay
heart.
undertones, which I love. You know.
Who doesn't
It's
love
got
a gay
everything.
undertone?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Even an overtone every now and then I'll
give me
take.
some overtone.
Come on, people.
There was a gay overtone. Give me some overtones.
Gay overtones. Number 5 is, I had to include one, Star Trek 4, which is colloquially known as the one with the whales, but it's actually called-
Undiscovered countries.
No, Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home.
The voyage home.
Do they get home?
They do.
That's good news.
Spoiler alert.
It involves. I love when Star Trek movies do this. They go back in time. The crew goes back in time to whatever the modern day is. So they go back to like the 80s.
yeah.
They're in LA and they're like, Kirk gets nearly run over and he's like, double dumbass on you, because they don't really know how to swear, because they don't swear in Star Trek Future. It's all very good.
I like that Deep Space Nine episode where they go back in time, and half the cast is either black or Hispanic in Deep Space
Okay.
Nine, and they go back in time and we're
No,
like,
they're not.
this is wow.
They're people of color. I don't think there's any Hispanic people in that cast.
Is there not?
No, I don't think
Just
so.
POCs.
What about the
Bashir, he's
Bashir? Oh, he's Indian. Sorry,
no, I don't think so. I think he's Arabic of some description, but I don't want to get it wrong.
but who's
Either way,
and the
it's
guy who
good
plays
person
the Korg? Who's Korg's equivalent?
Who?
The
Korg. Who the fuck is that?
You know Korg from
You know, Crom.
no
you know,
But like they all that is.
You know, Scrum.
no the guy. There's always one guy who wears big makeup and
Worf.
Thank you.
Worf's a black guy.
Ah, damn it. Either way, they go back in time and it's like, this is it, you know, it's the,
Yeah, what if we were black
Yeah.
people back when it was bad to be?
they go back in time, they go, well, this isn't going to go well, and it doesn't go well.
It doesn't go.
I like,
That's a fantastic episode.
Those are always good episodes.
When they go back in time, they go back to the modern day.
Yeah.
And they get the absolute peak of technology. Like back then in the 80s, the VHS. And they'd be like, it seems like some sort of primitive visual display device. They always grab it and go, what is this old shit? Whatever people are paying
Yeah.
the most money for at that time.
There's a Scotty, like, you know, I'm giving the all she's got, Captain. And he's like trying to work out how to use a desktop computer. And he picks up the mouse and he talks into it. He's like, hello, computer. That's, yeah. Just fantastic.
What I was trying to do there was be
Can't
like,
do
I like
your
this episode when they
hands.
go back and they talk about race and stuff, and all they did was call the
it up,
Indian
yeah.
guy Hispanic. And
He's not Indian.
his dad, come on, his dad's Indian.
His name is Siddig El Fadil. Where do you think he's from?
But
Yeah.
he's got that Indian English accent, the dad and the mum. And
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
I'm not,
Either way.
It may have been the 90s just casting whoever they
Oh,
could,
okay,
sort
yeah.
of thing.
I like
I don't know.
Indiana Jones, his Middle Eastern friend. Is like, Indy, come over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've procured your vehicle, Indy.
Yes, I live in Egypt with my 7 sons.
I'm Egyptian. You can tell by my hat.
Who is that actor? That's not Brian Blessed, but it's
I believe
close.
it's Luciano Pavarotti.
Oh, I love him.
I like his name's Brian,
It's not Brian.
but like that was the actor
Yeah, like it might as well
playing
be.
the Middle Eastern guy.
Can I
Is
put,
it? Is it's who is it? Indiana Jones. Indiana.
anyway, that's my 5. Let's
There's the
move to
5.
someone
Great
else.
stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, I liked it.
My list has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Got a big list.
Yeah, it's a huge.
What's the top of the list? The Martian.
No.
Neo in The Martian
Okay, my list.
is as follows.
The
Buckle up.
Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
1.
It's a banger. The Matrix is a good movie.
Matrix 1, number 1.
Great movie.
Keanu Reeves.
The Martian.
He's actually on there.
Yeah, I love The Martian.
It's funny. I thought that's why I thought it was so funny yesterday when he fucked it up. I thought he just mixed them up because they sound the same.
No, The Martian
okay.
is there.
Oh, that's
the
far less
Martian's
funny then.
The Martian's the movie that if it's on TV, I'm like,
You sit down and
damn it, damn
Better
it,
get
I had
yourself
to
some
go to
chips.
work and I just had to. I'll watch the whole movie.
Yeah.
I just always remember when we used to sit in the Baldwin house smoking weed and playing video games. To be like, You know what's fucking good is The Martian. I'm just always talking about The
know what?
Martian.
I'm feeling some Martian.
Oh, God, the
And I was like,
good.
I've seen The Martian.
It's such
I'm
good.
full up on
The
Martian.
soundtrack is amazing in The Martian because I love disco.
You know what I think's cool? How he's like, I'm gonna have to science
the shit out of this.
That's the coolest line ever
That's
seen
that
in
on a
cinema
shirt.
ever.
It's not a good line, but
It's so
it is
cool.
cool how he stays alive and he eats potatoes and it all looks good. And then he puts a little bit of fucking Xanax in the potatoes and that's fun. And it's cool. It's a cool movie. I like the movie. I'm not. Fuck you. I like the movie.
Do you know what my mum said
It's not a bad
once?
movie. I think
It's
it's
a good movie.
I can't remember how it came up, but it came up as, about The Martian. I was like, I've seen it. And she goes, do you know it's based on a true story?
Your mum should do stand up.
Everybody's head like whipped around and we're like, say that again, Mum? No. She goes, based on a true story. I'm like, is it?
It's based on a true book.
What story do you think that is, Mum? The story where the guy got lost on Mars. Do you think that's... Just tell us about that a bit more, Mum. It's like, yeah, because he went on Mars. Like, where did he go?
You fucking idiot.
She's like, he went to Mars. I'm like, no one went to Mars, Mum. It's like, well, he could have gone another planet. I'm like, what? She's like, the moon. I'm like, the planet, the moon. He went to the moon and got fucking idiot. That was a fun
That's
day.
very fun.
Yeah, and then all day we were like, everything. It came up and be like, we'd be like, the Matrix. Like, do you know it's based on... we were having dinner. What's the dinner? Chicken casserole. You know that's based on a true meal. Yeah, good shit.
That's great.
Keep going. Sorry.
Okay.
Good movie. I like The Martian. Oh, here we go.
I'm nervous.
Super bad.
It's a safe place.
I was watching it the other day and I realized, fuck, I love this movie. And I watch it like 2 to 3 times a year. I can't tell you what it is. I can't do it to myself. It's V for Vendetta. I love V for Vendetta.
People
Okay.
love that. That's fine.
I love that movie so much.
You got your big shirt.
I love it. I love it so much.
I'll tell you what's cool. That giant monologue he does at the start where he, for no reason, just makes every word V.
Yes. And then in the middle of there's an M. So it just defeats the whole purpose.
V for Vendetta.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, but it's a great film.
V for Mendoza.
John Hurt, he's in it.
John Hurt. Yeah, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean he's barely in it, but he's in it. Bridge of Spies.
Huh?
Never seen
You
it.
never seen Bridge of Spies?
Spielbergo.
I'll be honest.
Spielberg.
I haven't even heard of it.
No.
Tom Hanks. And who's the other one that I love? And I literally pointed him out the other
Stanley
day.
Tucci.
At the fish and chips place.
There he is.
Stanley
I love
Tucci.
your work in Bridge of
No.
Spies.
He's getting a fisherman's basket.
You said you pointed him out the other day. That's the only celebrity you've ever pointed out.
Not
to me.
pointed out. He was
Like,
in a. He was
that's
in
the guy
a,
from
he was
Dirty
in a-
Dancing.
He was the guy from Strictly Ballroom. But
Strictly
I was
Ballroom.
in.
Guy Pearce.
No, I was in. It was in this. What's his name?
Hugo Weaving.
No.
Who was the guy from Strictly Ballroom? That was at the fish and chips place we were at.
I'll tell you in a second. But Bridge of Spies, it's amazing. It's about Cold War. Who's in it? Who's in it? It's
Cold
got a
War.
91% rating. You got to see it. Mark Rylance. God, he's good.
He
Alan
was at the
Alda's
fish
in
and
it.
chips place.
Mark Rylance is in it. That movie's about Tom Hanks is a lawyer in like Cold War America.
And he's got AIDS.
And
I've seen it.
Yeah, that's
Mark Rylance gets caught as a Russian spy. And they're like, here, Tom Hanks, you represent him. And he's like, nobody wants to. And they're like, you can just fuck it up. Because obviously we want him to go to prison, but Tom Hanks doesn't fuck it up. He's like, no.
He unfucks it.
It's a really good movie.
Okay.
So you've got to watch that movie.
Remember at the start of Castaway, he works at Amazon? I
Yes.
forget that detail. Isn't that weird?
FedEx.
Oh,
Yeah,
FedEx.
FedEx.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Martian, Bridge of Spies. Ooh. So I've got 3 that I could choose from here.
People should be paying more attention to that.
No, I just think
It would have been a weird thing.
that it was Amazon, and because I remember at the end he's like, "Everybody go home for Christmas." Like he's all nice and shit, isn't he? Like you done great work today. Isn't
It's
that?
Mr. FedEx though.
Yeah, it's FedEx, not him. Sorry, keep going.
I don't know what my last one should be because there's one that made me change my perspective on the world. One that's Interstellar, which is just normal, and the other
is
one,
just normal.
it is. I think it's got
Give
to
us
be the
some
other
more.
one.
Give us some
Okay,
more.
okay.
Don't
The
give it
one
to
that I
Stella,
think,
'cause-
the one that I think should be in there is Holding the Man. It's an Australian movie. It's based on a
Nice.
book. Have you
Is that
seen
the
it?
gay one?
It's a gay one.
Yeah.
It's just about the most fantastic movie I've ever seen, but only because
Is that the one that changed your perspective on the world?
yeah.
Major gay.
And it's a play.
No, it's a play.
Yeah.
Major
So
straight.
it's a book. I read the book, and then just as I finished reading the book, they announced the movie, and the movie came out like 3 weeks after they announced it, and it was just it's just a story.
Strange.
It's a very small Australian movie, but it's in the 80s, and these two guys fall in love, and they sort of just like crisscross through the like one wants to go anyway. It's about AIDS and sort of just heartbreaking and amazing, and I thought it was the most fantastic movie I've ever seen. And I mean, if you feel like crying, you can go watch that movie. But the other one on my list is Transformers 1.
Oh, okay.
Great
Reflects off the
film.
disco ball.
Great film.
Shia LaBeouf, he does
1.
great work. He really does. His
Transformers 1. Oh,
his parents in that movie are such great comic relief.
God. You're so defensive. Were you masturbating? No, Mom. I don't masturbate. I watched it the other
A lot
day.
of good moments in that film.
It's a great film. It's a great film with excellent CGI. It is. It does. It's great. Hugo Weaving's the bad guy.
Just very-
That's 2 bad guy Hugo Weavings in my list of 5.
It's just funny that you went from
Wait, Matrix?
holding the man.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, it's
Viv
amazing
Vendetta?
piece.
Touching piece of cinema.
Big
Touch of
Vendetta,
cinema.
bro.
Really
He's
gets
not the
into
bad
the
guy.
heart of
Oh.
what
It's
it
about
is to be a
AIDS,
person
Depends.
and
breaking
confront
through,
mortality
breaking
and the
through
time that which you live in
prejudice.
and the cultural pressures.
It's amazing.
And
Bring up the Decepticons.
when you're masturbating.
It's really
His
good.
car is yellow.
His car is yellow. It's great.
That's the Bumblebee. I do remember him going to the pool and just crashing into the pool. I remember being like,
He's like,
It's funny.
"Excuse me, are you the Tooth Fairy?"
yeah.
That's what the kid says. It's a real
good. That's
problem. I
good
know that
stuff.
movie a lot. I used to fall asleep every night watching Transformers 2: Revenge of the Fallen.
Finally, some trans representation.
Is that the one with Leonard Nimoy? He's in one of them. I know it.
Leonard.
You have always
No, not in that one.
Steve and I tried to watch it once.
Transformers 1.
I think Transformers 2, and it just
It's pretty
looks
bad.
like a softcore porno at
Yeah,
the
it's
start. I'm like, this is bad. I'm not
Pretty
watching
bad.
this.
It's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad movie.
Everything after
I
the
was
first
16.
one is pretty.
Yeah, they're all suck, but the
isn't,
first one's
isn't
good.
the first scene like in Transformers 1 with Megan Fox like
No, but
over
like
a
she
car
like
and
she
she's
does like
super sweaty for some
It's
reason?
pretty early. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens.
And she's like
she's
It's
super
very
sweaty 'cause
clearly-
she walked for 10 seconds.
I get
Matt.
cars. I
Who is
get
it? James
Yeah.
I get some
Bay?
oil here.
What's his
Michael
name?
Bay.
Michael Bay.
James
I got
Bay.
some oil.
Bay. James
She's like,
Bay.
wow,
Yeah.
you got triple headers. What is that? You squirts the fuel in so you can go faster. And then
Oh.
Shia LaBeouf goes, I like to go faster.
Yeah.
And then she leans forward more with
That's
her
a lot.
hand up there. And so her stomach's out.
You send the deleted sandwich. It's like, you want me to suck your dick? Whip it out, little man.
Your car can watch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good movie. But Holding the Man's better. And Viv Vendetta's better than that.
And then he screams in her face, he will not divide us. He will not divide us. And then she blows him. Weird scene.
He's got
Ben?
a paper bag on his head.
Yeah.
But so
He's a
true to
weird-
life.
What?
But so true to life.
So true to life.
That's my list of 5.
That's my list of 5.
Yeah?
I loved it. It was an emotional roller coaster.
That's what I am, you know? I'm an emotional roller coaster. I feel everything. To exactly where I want to and not a minute more.
You both
Not a minute more.
nearly had Interstellar.
Oh.
Interstellar should
a
be
good
on the
movie.
list, but
It's a great movie.
it's one of those ones. It's like The Godfather. It's like I'm not going to put that in because everybody always says that, and also
Do
The
they?
Godfather. Yeah, but
That's like
Interstellar.
a classic. Everyone's
I think
like,
so.
favorite movie.
I mean,
Interstellar.
it's a very good movie.
I wouldn't think Interstellar would end up in everybody's favorite films.
Like nobody said Shawshank. That's weird.
well, that's it. That's
Shawshank's
what
that
that's
good.
what I didn't want. I didn't want people to be like Shawshank, Pulp Fiction,
Yeah, because
Godfather. But I wouldn't count Interstellar as one of those. I
What do
didn't
you think
think.
Interstellar's rating is on Rotten
high.
Tomatoes?
If people said like the top 10 greatest films of all time, I don't think it would end up in there. Like Pulp Fiction would and the Godfather trilogy.
It's a
Probably
great
would.
blockbuster.
But-
wow.
but-
Does great
Wow.
blockbusters.
What do you reckon Rotten Tomatoes is on Interstellar?
Rotten Tomatoes. I reckon
80?
87.
83.
I want it to be like 95.
It's 73%.
Wow.
That makes sense.
I'm wrong. It's so good.
I love it.
It's so that the scene with the black hole.
Yeah.
I read a fact about that the other day that said it was so realistic it took 100 hours each frame to render.
Damn.
How does that equate to realism?
Well, it was like they were trying to capture exactly what it is, so that like the CGI around it was so intense.
You know, Wallace and
Detail.
Gromit probably took a similar amount of labour.
You reckon?
Now 100 hours a frame. That's
That's
fucking
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But that is the realest depiction of a clay dog you can ever get.
I've never seen Wallace and Gromit.
Man loves his
I
cheese.
just
Man loves. His
I'm
cheese.
trying to process how had that because there's 60
It's
frames.
got 8 points. Oh, that.
You can get 60 frames a second, so you're talking 600 hours
for a second.
for a
That would have been
for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah,
So
and they're at the black hole for a really long time.
I know that's
That
what's
would've been
making me
60
think
frames, though.
that they're fucking what?
That would have been 32 frames or 24 even.
Okay,
It wouldn't be 60 on a.
Okay, film
24.
school.
it's a lot of
cinema, yeah, it's all
rendering
IMAX shit.
time. A lot of rendering.
Yeah, it was IMAX, so you're right. It's a lot of rendering time.
So,
Ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just don't do it.
Yeah,
It's
but I
good
mean,
stuff. I do like it.
imagine like it's not one computer, is it? It's like fuck.
That'd be like a Bitcoin mining operation.
Yeah,
Just a wall of PCs and a giant fan.
those fucking videos you see those people making them in like in a shipping container. Like bought the shipping container, it cost me $1,000 a month to keep up.
Yeah.
Spent $20,000 on my computers, and I make $100,000 a month.
Yeah.
Mining Bitcoin.
I like the pictures of like snowy places in the world, snowy towns, and then someone's roof is completely defrosted
Yeah, because they've just fucking.
because they got a Bitcoin thing going on in their attic.
That's fucked.
I liked Interstellar. I like that scene when they're on the island with the water around their ankles.
Let's call it the wave.
I just remember being like, "This is fucked. This is
Yeah.
the weirdest shit I've ever
They
seen."
get back, and he's like, I slept
Just
for a
screaming
bit.
it out loud in the
I was
cinema.
in the cinema like, "This is fucked." And
It's
I'm like,
so fucked.
I
Has
like-
anyone else seen this shit?
I like weird depictions of other planets, like that rain ice and rain glass and
it's
shit like that.
Oh,
Love
that's not very.
You know what it reminded me of
Deep,
though?
and then it was all
The
there.
episode where Homer fucks up the toaster and travels
Yes.
through a dimension
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
rains donuts.
Yeah.
That's what made me think
That's
of.
what I think. And then when they're there and it's around their ankles, I'm like, that's cool. A whole planet where the water is just to here. That's fucking weird. And then there's that wave, and you're like, oh, fuck.
And they get back to him. That's what scares me the most. And they get back to the guy, and they're like, "Why didn't you sleep?" He's like, "I tried to. I've been sleeping for you've been gone for 30 years."
Oh, yeah.
What? That was right into the microphone.
Start, we got compression.
That's a good point.
And then he's watching his daughter grow up and he's crying.
Oh,
That's on his
man.
How do people do that?
Barf.
I would never get to that point as an actor where I could just sit
like-
there and go and just
He
start
was like
crying.
fucking
good shit.
crying. He was so good in that movie. Anne Hathaway, on the other hand, not that good in that movie. I don't really like Anne Hathaway very much.
Because you're sexist.
Yeah, mostly. Also because I just don't really like her. Somehow, something about Anne Hathaway annoys me. About the fact that, like, just Anne Hathaway herself, like, she wanted to be famous and now she's famous. And
She's
like,
slightly
says
too
it.
perfect, isn't she?
Yeah, but she always says things like, when she won her Oscar, right? She was like, the fact that she won an Oscar was weird too. But she won the Oscar.
What's she winning for?
Les Mis.
Yeah.
Oh, she's pretty.
She's pretty good in Les Mis. Like, she's a very talented woman, but, like, she said some weird things. She's like, I have been waiting for this. It's like, nobody says this. Everybody,
Yeah.
we all know that.
About time you caught up to where I thought I was.
Yeah, she's like, I have been waiting for this for years. It's like, that's your acceptance speech? What a strange
Why didn't I
acceptance
get it for Devil Wears Prada?
speech. That's a good movie. That should be on my list.
Ben,
Yeah.
get us on your list.
All right. Devil Wears Prada.
Number 4.
And then 4 Interstellars.
It's still a 1 through 4.
I don't know.
You've had so much time to think about it, Ben.
ridiculous. Also,
Yeah, but I was listening to you
I've
guys. I was
seen you. You
engaging.
have shit written on your phone.
What do you mean?
You just opened it up and you had like notes. Nope, it's a lie. He didn't have notes. It was.
You really don't know? You haven't even.
It was actually the time. If you don't do it, I'm literally gonna throw myself through the window.
goodies?
Yeah, but they got to be your
goodies.
Look, I can give you. I'm sure we've already said it before, but now you guys maybe can comment on them all and you have. But I'll just give you some of the easy watchables that if they're on, I'm gonna sit down and watch them.
Why don't you believe in your opinions?
It's just because I can give you like the greatest 5 films in my life ever, but I'm not going to be able to think of them now.
Okay. Give me your favorite, the ones that, yeah, your easy watchables is a fair enough assessment.
I wanted you to think about yours. I
It was
wanted to
all
hear
about
your
this.
faves.
If you want a cliffhanger, I'll come back next week, and I promise you that I'll do it by then.
Give us your pop top ones now, so we got
Pop tops?
something, and then
Do you
have a
give us
think
your
for next
pop-tops?
week.
I do want to pitch something on the podcast, though.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
please.
My pop-up videos. Look, the thing's great.
The thing.
Oh, wow. That really took me a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thing's
I haven't
good.
seen it. I'm excited to see it this evening.
It's very watchable. It's just one of those movies. There's those good movies where they just have no bad scenes, and it just clips along, and then you're like, this is a fucking good scene, and then that scene happens, and then you go into the next. There's no dead spots where you're like, this is where I'll go and piss.
Yeah.
Like there's spots in there where it's slower and you can go and piss, but
You don't want to.
they're all good scenes. You want to see them all.
Also, I love the ending.
Yeah,
I love the ending.
I like that criteria of whether or not how
Please God,
piss
don't spoil
available
this
it
movie.
is.
yeah.
6
No,
hours before I
no,
see it. I've
no.
gone 27 years without the thing being spoiled.
No, there's nothing. It's not
Well,
like
we're
it's
gonna
not
watch
like
it in
a
a
big
couple hours.
twist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't spoil it in like a couple
We're so
of hours
close to
before I
the
see
finish
it.
line.
Exactly.
I'm not saying like a big twist or one of those
You
things.
just like
I
the
just
ending.
enjoy the way the film goes.
Okay.
It's one of those things where I was talking to Steve about this the other day. We were talking about good writing, and there's those shows and those movies and stuff where you could never predict what was going to happen, but as soon as it happens, you go, oh, of course. That's the only way it could have gone.
Yeah.
Which is what they fucked up with fucking Dungeons and Dragons or whatever that shit show was called.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. You know, like the last couple of seasons.
You didn't hang off every word of that show for 6 seasons. You can't remember the name of it.
I couldn't.
The disrespect,
If
Benjamin.
you gave me a couple more seconds, but if it was like we were doing Sale of the Century, we're trying to clip through, Dungeons and Dragons.
Sale of the Century, what a great show.
It is.
I love how you could come up with that analogy, but you couldn't come up with Game of Thrones.
Because like, it was just dragons and swords and fucking
Yeah,
fucking hate
okay.
fantasy
Good
shows.
Show. And the
It
ending is
the first
slightly
few seasons were
disappointing.
good, and the whole last 3 seasons fucking.
Well,
maybe
it went to
last 2
7.
seasons.
So 5 seasons
I'll
of a
give you
show
the-
being very good
Yeah.
is excellent.
Does add a bit of a stank in your mouth when they...
Season 6 is good. Season 7 is bad.
Okay, we'll do TV
Season
next week.
5 to
Sorry,
7
sorry.
sucks. But anyway, that's their subverting expectations, but it's not good. You're just like, whatever you expect to happen, they just go, whatever the opposite is the good answer.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's just bad.
Yeah.
So like your Breaking Bads and whatnot, where you're like, of course that's how it happens. Why didn't I see that coming? But it has to happen that way because that's
one of
the
the
what type
best.
of person that person is.
Ending
Breaking
of
Bad
a
might be
TV
the best show of all time.
You've seen
So
it?
that's
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
So
ending
fucking
of
good.
the thing. You're like, yeah, I couldn't have guessed that, and I wouldn't have written it if you gave me a pen and paper and a bunch of time. But that's exactly how that should go.
Yeah. You are smarter than me, Ryder. Congratulations.
Well done. I'm glad to give you my money.
You've bested me.
I've been bested.
Yeah.
So that's good. Terminator, maybe.
Terminator 1?
I don't know. Look, they're good. See, now I'm just watching movies that I could watch. Jaws. I watch Jaws all the
Great
time.
Jaws.
Jaws is
Jaws
fucking
film.
great. I
Good.
love
Yeah,
Jaws.
yeah.
Jaws is one of those ones where you're like, oh, fuck, this guy's here. Now he's going to do some stuff. And then they do their bit and you're like, God, that's a great character.
It's a good bit.
And then the next guy comes like, oh, this guy, what's he up to? You're like, oh, man, I can see he's a real guy.
Jaws is a great
And then they'll go
one.
out in the boat together and there's the best monologue of any movie ever. Not
I-
quite as good as the V for Vendetta one.
No, it's not quite, but it's on almost. It's almost.
So it's close.
I don't care for the Terminator very much.
Terminator
No?
1 scared me as a child and I've never
Scary.
seen it
It's a
again.
scary movie.
Yeah, but I was a kid. I was like 8.
Yeah.
And I watched it with my dad and I left when he was in the semi-trailer. Is that there's a semi-trailer bit, right? It's like all dark and she's hiding and there's a fucking, or is he coming through maybe with a torch? What I remember is a field and it's very dark and she's hiding behind a fence. Is that in the movie
I think
at all?
you've conflated a whole bunch of different things together.
Maybe.
From the second one.
I'm 8.
I've
you know what I mean?
seen.
So it's like
I've seen the second one countless times. When I was
That's
younger. That's the one with the kid. He's like an actual
Yeah.
boy.
that's
now.
that's the what's the silver jelly one called? T1000? No,
Pasta La
he's
Vista.
he's the T1000.
T1000. No, he's a T800.
Oh, and that's the T1000.
T1000.
what it becomes the cop.
Liquid.
Yeah, that's the T1000.
Yeah.
That one's cool. When he shoots it
seen
with
that
the
one.
thing, and it's like,
There's a lot
See,
more.
that was a good audio representation.
Thank you.
Great impression.
I feel like the second one had a lot more comedy as well than the first one. So I
Got a
remember.
bit more comedy.
that's
Well,
when he beats the shit out of everyone with a pool cue.
Yeah.
And he takes
yeah.
their stuff and he
It's the
takes
same
the
as
bike.
the Alien and Aliens thing. The first one's like a horror.
Oh, is the first
And the
Terminator
second
properly
one-
like a horror?
It's very. It's
Because, I
horrific.
mean, it's just a
Well,
horrifying
it's the same.
robot
It's that
chasing
the unbeatable premise of the horror movie, like It Follows, is that there's a thing you can't stop it and it's coming for you. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
Yeah, that is pretty scary.
Is he the bad guy in the first one? The
Yeah.
actual Terminator?
Yeah.
That's why she freaks out in the second one when they get to the asylum wherever she is, and they open the door and she's like, "No!" and he's like, "Don't worry, I'm here to save you."
You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever. Now that I've said it, I don't care for the Terminator. I don't think I've ever seen Terminator
Add it to
Part
the
1.
list.
I think I've
Terminator
seen.
1,
I've seen
I'd like to see it
the
again.
second one countless
Yeah,
times.
that's kind
And
of just
the
an
third
action
one
thriller.
sucks. The third one is so bad.
The second one was on telly a lot. I remember with
Yeah,
the,
it
was.
the young fella,
Yeah, yeah. It's a
The
good
first
movie.
one's good.
the young fella with the DiCaprio hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he's like in the bank or something and he's like, "Don't kill anyone." He's like, "Okay." Go, 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 go. You go so you see in his vision with a big fucking
Yeah.
God, it's a cool movie.
And she's like, and he does the whole thing about, can't you just smile? Is that him? When he does
That's
like a
the
weird
second one,
smile? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Or he's like, and you got to say, eat my shorts. Or he's teaching him catchphrases.
Butt Simpson, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, he's teaching him
Cowabunga, dude.
things from things he's seen on telly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one. And they go to the guy that makes Skynet and like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
Isn't that like a famous actor as well? The guy. Anyways, doesn't matter.
So
Keep going.
Terminator 1.
Jurassic Park's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Back to the Future is a perfect movie.
It is.
I think it's a perfect movie.
It is.
Which is your favorite? Which is your favorite of the trilogy? Just the first
Got to be
one?
the first one.
Okay.
OG.
When I was a kid, I really liked Back to the Future 3 because the floating train always was cool to me. But in hindsight, that's the wrong call.
When I was a kid, the second one was my favorite.
Yeah.
That's the wrong call.
I liked
So
the second
colourful
one
shit.
when I was
Like,
a
yeah,
young
maybe the
boy.
future will be like that.
And like the
Yeah,
skateboards
the hoverboard
and
and stuff.
And I'd never seen the first one till a few years ago, and Beck made me watch it.
The first one is a great movie. The one, like the mum trying to fuck him is kind of a little weird,
I think that's fucking hilarious.
but it's funny.
I don't know why
Calvin
people get weird about that. I've seen things online, people being like, "That's a fucking
This is
weird
not
plot,"
okay.
because she's trying to fuck. I'm like, shut the fuck
No,
up.
it's not like she's not his mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Well, she is his mother, but in that she's not his mother.
I think there's a lot of comedy, and I almost fucked my mum, and I think we need to accept that. And
It's cool. His name's
move
Calvin
on.
Klein in that one, right? Is that what he calls himself?
No, she sees his underwear when he gets knocked out and assumes that that's his name because it's written on his underwear. And in the 50s, it was just all like Y-front briefs.
Very fun.
Good shit.
Very fun.
Well, that's 5, isn't it?
Was it 5?
Yeah, that was 5.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, you better come back next week with a thought out.
Next week we're
I'll
coming
give
out
you my
with
proper
our
arty
best
film
TV
5.
shows next week.
Best TV shows of all time.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
Yeah, and it was tell me a pitch because I got to cut that out now.
Or
Or do you want to pitch it on the post show?
No, I'd like to pitch it on the main podcast.
Please.
Thanks.
No, thank you. I'll be pitching on the main
Yeah,
stage.
I'd like the main stage. What do you
Yeah.
want? Stage B, please. There's a paywall in front of this, baby. I propose,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, we have done a roast battle on the podcast.
This is true.
We have done other things I'm sure that we prepared for.
Well, we prepared for the films.
But I would like, and I want you guys to really have an open mind. Just open your minds right up.
Sometimes
All right.
Deep breath, open your mind.
my fear is if I open it too much, my brain will fall out.
I'd like to do a slam poetry competition on the podcast. I think it would be very fun. I think it would be funny. And I think we should do it on the podcast.
Can we all click afterwards?
And we can all click if that's what they do.
I
Does
believe
it have to
is.
be slam poetry or can it be just poetry?
You can do poetry, but I'd like it to have the same thought process of slam poetry. So you don't have to be like, Cynthia, you don't have to be Cynthia, geez, die for our Cynthias, from 21 Jump Street. But
That should be in my list.
that's a great movie. That's a great movie. Rob Riggle's great in that movie. But
But that's Part 2.
That's slam poetry.
22 Jump Street.
I want slam poetry or real poetry, but I want that sort of, like word leading to other word, like leading to what's this
Freeform.
Freeform, man. What do you think?
Keep it free. So not rhyming, freeform poetry.
You can rhyme if you like,
Okay.
but I'd like a little bit of freeform poetry. What do you think?
I think I can do it.
I'm going to have to look up what it really is.
You can do
Like I
as
know
much
it's a
research
term
as you
and-
like,
Okay.
but it's kind of like,
Don't give me that option.
you just slam poetry, just slam it out.
Come and improv it.
Slam
So
it out.
when we say slam, we slamming each other?
If you want, man.
Is that how it
I
works?
didn't know
What is?
that's-
Isn't that what the?
Hold the man's really changed you.
Isn't that what it is? It's like slam. It's like a poetry
It's kind
roast.
of- yeah. Well, it's not like a roast. It's kind of
Usually
like
it's political.
like.
But who
the
are we doing it
clock-
against?
The clock ticks.
How are we competing?
TikTok, China, like that sort of stuff.
But what for? What?
For expression.
What are we expressing?
Whatever
How
you
much?
want.
Whatever
we're
you
better
want,
than
man.
the other people in the room. Or?
No,
Aiden hasn't thought it out that much.
no, it's not about that.
how
It's not a
much?
competition.
How much you hate audience participation?
There you go.
Where is
Slam
the
poetry about-
competition element?
No, I just wanted
Who
to
just does the
slam
best
poetry
one?
to each
Just
other.
wanna come in and
Okay,
express
so I'll
ourselves.
rewrite my phrase. Let's do slam poetry.
Deal.
Deal.
Great.
I'm ready for it.
I'll judge.
Meals on wheels.
Yeah.
Making deals.
Exactly.
Deals. Donald Trump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
No, we're
art
gonna-
of the deal.
Deal.
It's like that.
Making deals.
Yeah. How do I deal with my emotions? I have so many emotions. Sadness all the time. Time flies by.
Wasting some good stuff here.
So slowly, Lee, my dead father Lee, he's not with me anymore. Now I can't afford Meals on Wheels.
A Ford
circle.
car. See, this is the thing. That's slam poetry, man, and that's what we're doing next week.
Done. Deal. Lock it in. Hey, it's GMat here, and don't forget, if you enjoyed that episode of the GMat podcast and you want to hear more, we also have the podcast post show over at patreon.com/the GMat podcast. The post show is a shorter episode recorded directly after the main podcast where we wrap things up and talk about anything we didn't have time to talk about. $3 a month and cancel anytime. We are a community-supported podcast, so your support over there funds the show and makes it easier for us to keep doing what we love. If you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/the GMat podcast.